Good morning, good morning, good morning, you guys. It's early. Time to get going. The days in Blythe, California did not disappoint, okay? 76 bucks. It was clean. The bed felt like I was sleeping on a concrete slab, so that wasn't pleasant. But it was clean. My shower was clean. For 76 bucks, I tell you what, I have paid more for less. So the only concern was like, you know, the outside people. So the first thing I did when I came to my truck, I was like, I looked to see if I still have my tarps. I do, thank goodness. I got one right there and I got one up here. I still got my spare tire and my dunnage and everything. My box is locked up, so I'm happy. And I'm just gonna do my little pre-trip. I guess somebody was hanging out at my trailer and left a soda. So deal with that. Yeah, there was just like, you know, transients and stuff, and I kind of like hung out by my truck for a while so they could see like I'm a girl. Don't pick on me. Don't steal my shit. You know. I don't know if that worked or not, but that's what I did. And good night's rest. I booked a load. So now I have 2 loads, but I still have half the deck open plus the upper deck if I move that stuff around, which I really need to do anyways. But I got half the trailer loading in Paris, California, and then I'm gonna go pick up the poles from my customer. I'm gonna go there first. So my first pickup here is one of my direct customers. I had not seen him in almost a year since the Alaska run, so it was nice to stop by their yard and say hi to everybody, and you know, catch up and you know, say hi and collect my little poles and collect my little money and run around and check up on everybody and, you know, make sure everybody's still doing good, you know, kind of show my presence every once in a while and get out on the road. I do still very much enjoy it, although I like also being able to be at home and take care of my guys when I'm not on the road. It is a lot less stressful to do it when I'm at home, but it's nice to be out on the road. Got my pipes, remembering my GoPro. Got my little COP on this one, so there's fuel money for the rest of the trip. And we're heading to Paris to go pick up the next one. We're here. Builder's first choice in Paris, California. All the guys are looking at me. They probably don't ever see a girl driver. I'm very pleased. I'm very pleased with this run. It's coming together nicely. This one we're picking up, it's half the trailer, and it's $1,150 on about 500 miles, so it's over $2 a mile just on half the trailer alone, which I really like. And then the poles are a little over $1 a mile, but those are going all the way to Colorado. But then I found an A-frame for $550. And again, you know, being able to choose loads is something that comes when you've matured your MC and you know the load boards. You can't tell me. I'm sorry, you guys. I am living proof. You cannot tell me that you can't make money in hotshot. And I almost had a $450 load for right here. I just would have had to move my wood forward a little bit and restrap it. I had a 5-foot, 400-pound load that could have gone here, but I called on it too late. Didn't see it on the load board. It was on the load board for 29 minutes, and then I saw it and I was like, oh shit. And then he was like, I just sold it to somebody. I'm like, okay. So stands and rollers, 7,000 pounds, half the trailer. Put a belly strap in the middle, so hopefully these don't slide back any. But I'll get to the next pickup and readjust. I got that A-frame coming up next, you guys, so I'm gonna unstrap this. We'll put the A-frame on right here and we're done. $550, $1,000, $1,150. I'm dropping off the majority of it in Reno tomorrow, and then we got some more stuff planned, of course. So I booked the first load at the very front of my trailer with Ryan Transport on the RTS Pro app really early this morning, and then I knew I had the 20-foot poles, which you see on the right side of your screen. And when I saw this A-frame come up, 1,400 pounds, you know, it was $1 a mile. I knew that it was going to be narrow enough that I could literally slide it right on the side of the poles. I just know that in my head, and that's just something that kind of comes from, I guess, experience in running and also, you know, Tetrising the trailer. So this is a perfect example of a Tetris trailer. That's a load right there. That worked out just perfectly, just as I knew it would. I love it. Got a lot of miles to chew up. Well, not that many, 500. So we'll be dropping all this stuff off tomorrow. I stopped to pee at the rest area. I decided to take 395 up. I decided to take the scenic route. It was a good choice. It's been a beautiful drive. Now I got out of the desert. Now I climbed in elevation. I'm at about 7,000 feet, and now we get into the pine trees. So it's beautiful. But I think there's one more rest area ahead that I'll spend the night at. My clock will run out when I'm about 50 miles shy of Reno. So that will be a nice little run. We'll drop these things off in the morning.
Good morning. You guys, I was not expecting cold weather. Like, I literally brought one pair of jeans. And I packed so fast, you guys. Oh, let me just relax and talk to you for a minute. I packed so fast that I didn't even pack a sweater on accident. So yesterday I had to buy a pullover sweater in Lee Vining, California on 395, which it's all tourist town. It's nothing but, ritzy tourist town right there. But I just went into like a regular market where they sell little junk. I literally bought the stupid pullover sweater, which is not even super cool, for $47. They raped me. I was raped for the pullover. It was terrible. We're about an hour from Reno. I'm actually in a way station. I'm parked at a way station that's closed, like permanently closed, but there's one other guy there across the street that's like somebody's house. It's beautiful. It was so nice and dark outside yesterday, and it was so nice and quiet, not being at a rest area or a truck stop with, it's so quiet up here because there's hardly nobody up here. So it was really nice. I had a super comfortable sleep. Anyway, let me get some clothes on and get up and move around a little bit. And let's go make some deliveries and some pickups today.
My 2 little drops in Reno went really well. I decided to do the heavy unload first, which was also the furthest. And those guys were super nice. They were rolling up my straps for me and, just very kind. And 3 little pieces off super easy, quick little $1,150 bill. I loved it. And then I drove about 15 minutes south to the Grand Casino in Reno. Apparently, I guess they're remodeling it, or remodeling the spa area of the casino. So they needed these stupid little whatever things to line the shower with that look fancy. And then the guy was complaining. He was like, this isn't even the full order. I'm like, I don't know. It doesn't have nothing to do with me. And I asked him if he would be so kind as to move the poles forward, because I knew my next pickup is going to be vehicles. And they were so sweet. They had just moved them by hand, and we all just kind of moved them together. It was really smooth, really quick. I was done within 2 hours. Reno sure is pretty. Well, I'm on my way, you guys. I dropped off the A-frame to the Grand Casino up there in Reno. I'm already halfway. I have a 30-minute drive from Reno down to Carson City, so I can pick up my first vehicle. But I forgot to do my mileage. So here's the mileage. It's probably a little bit like 15 miles over. But from Southern California to my 3 pickups in Southern California to my 2 deliveries in Reno, because I still have the poles on my trailer, we're talking 600 miles. So 600 miles for $1,150 and $550, which is 12 and 5 is 17. So $1,700 for 600 miles. That's pretty good. And obviously, you can see there a lot better MPG 9.7. I've got 13 more miles till my exit. We'll go pick up this F-150, and then I got another one that's on the way out of this area, and I need to find some fuel. I'm like empty. No auxiliary tank sucks.